So moving on to the third and my least look forward match of the evening, which ended up turning out to actually to be a highlight for me
Yeah.
on this show, because this match officially was only about 30 seconds, and there was about 2 minutes of beatdown of Hikuleo just kicking the crap out of Sho and Yujiro, and then the match starts. He hit a power slam and then a choke slam, and then pin Yujiro. Hikuleo is the winner in like 30 seconds, and then added on about 2 minutes of beatdown before the match. I'm good. That was all I needed from this match.
Yeah, I have to agree. I feel that was like the perfect way to pull this match. For someone on myself, you know how I've felt about Hikuleo. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but we have watched him kind of grow up and evolve and really get better. I felt that this was absolutely booked perfectly. Everything about this was perfect. I have so much more respect for Hikuleo. I have so much hate now still for House of Torture. It's perfect. The balance is kept in the universe, in the NJPW universe.
He made it so we didn't have to sit through a 10 to 15 minute Yujiro match. Simple as that.
And we got Peter.
And Peter came back too. So we got Peter.
Bullet
we
Bunny.
Yujiro wrestle a bunch of shit, and Hickey moves up in our books too.
Hickey, Bullet Bunny. We're good.
There, we're good. We're happy. Everything worked out well in this match. Simple as that.
Was absolute perfection from start to finish. I got nothing else to say about it. It was great.
So we are going to move on to the first of the two semifinal matches in the NJPW television title tournament. Right there, you can see the bracket. It is Ren Narita and Sanada, and then it is also Zack Sabre Jr. and Evil on the other side of the bracket. So we're going to go to Ren Narita versus Sanada first, and boy howdy, was this one of the best matches in this entire tournament.
Yowza. Okay. I had to watch this match a second time because the first time I didn't even take notes. I was so just pulled into what it was that I was watching, that this was something that I know Sanada is capable of, but that sometimes he doesn't always pull out. He pulls this out on special occasions. And that was his very traditional kind of chain wrestling, technical wrestling with Narita at the beginning of this match. Again, something I know he's capable of, just don't really see it often. And man, was this incredible. But then Sanada taking Narita onto the outside and pile driving him, not even on the mats, but on the concrete outside of there. I was just like, wow, dear. Sanada is here to play, and he is not backing down. But then those paradise locks, the first one where he had to work so hard to get that first one in, but then the second one to add insult to injury on the rope and just sit there and get the crowd. That's that I'm used to seeing out of Sanada.
Yeah, I'm used to
the last normally. Paradise Lock, he didn't really play the crowd like he usually does, which is very weird.
But again, you got to remember, he's the normal Sanada. He doesn't have to worry about a 15-minute time limit. So in his head, maybe it's put the Paradise Lock on, get the bit of crowd reaction, and run and knock it off within a few seconds. Where this time, the second one, he tied him up in the ropes, and it was a very it was a kind of a really big screw you to Ren Narita in a sense.
Very much.
I'm going to humiliate you here by tying you up in the ropes. And then the ref's not going to do anything because he can't do anything because I need to be able, I'm the only one with the key to this. So the ref couldn't do anything. And technically, Sanada wasn't doing anything wrong because he was not attacking him in the ropes. He hooked him up in the ropes and walked away. So there was nothing illegal about it. But it was almost kind of a humiliation to Ren Narita.
Absolutely. That's the exact feeling that I was getting for it. And you can hear Narita just getting so mad and just hollering at him from the ropes, just struggling. But what could he do? He's in the Paradise Lock and he's tied up in the ropes. He's not going anywhere. Andre, how do you feel about this one?
I thought this match was probably one of the best matches this entire tournament. And we haven't seen the finals yet, but I think that's going to be incredible. But we've got Narita, I think, has just been, as we've said every time we've talked about him since he's come back, he's been absolutely phenomenal. This kid has just taken what he's been given and given that the spirit of Shibata, the next Shibata feeling, and really taken it, run with it, and made it his own on top of it all. Like he's that's the biggest thing. He's made it his own.
Absolutely. He is standing alone.
I'm impressed by everything this kid does. His like his throws, his submissions, everything. The Cobra Twist, which is like the one where you kind of put your arm over and like stretch them.
Okay,
I've never liked that move. It's always seemed like a very dumb move. But the way he applies it, and he grapevines the leg properly, he hooks the head and really pulls. He makes it look really good. That's the biggest thing, is he makes it look really good. And I'm super impressed by both these men. Sanada went for the moonsault again, but he got kneed on the first one this time. Dude, just stop letting go of the skull end. You can get them to pass out from it. Instead, he just lets them go when they're about to pass out and gets screwed on a moonsault almost every single time.
This is what I've been telling you. It's one of the biggest frustrations I have with Sanada, because it's like, dude, you had it. You had it.
The ending to this match kind of came out of nowhere with about 30 seconds left, because they were just smacking the crap out of each other. Then all of a sudden, Narita just hooks them, does the belly to belly, like the Narita special, belly to belly with the bridge, and just hold it 1, 2, 3, and it's over. Like, I again, they were calling 30 seconds, and he hit them, and I was just like, oh, like out of nowhere, and I'm just like, yes, and I loved it. I like absolutely phenomenal finish. Like, I was picking, like I said, I thought David Finlay or Ren Narita should be the finalists, and Ren Narita going to the finals absolutely is the right thing to do here to help establish this title by putting on a young up and coming guy. Again, we'll get to who his opponent will be, but I think him winning this title is a very big possibility.
I agree. And if anyone is actually interested in seeing this match, it is up on NJPW-World.com
NJPW-World
for free.
No
no dash. Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, the link will be in the description box below. This match is free to view, so if you want to co-watch what Andre and I are talking about, you can do it for free there. Again, link will be in the description box down below.
And this next match is probably one of the most fun matches I've watched in this tournament, because they did it again. Sabre did it again. He pulled the same crap he did at the G1.
Sabre shenanigans.
He ended up putting out, like, they carried, or they like dragged Oiwa to the ring.
Fujita.
No, that was Fujita. So they dragged him to the ring because he was the one that initially dressed up like Sabre. And so they have him in the ring. So like, you can't pull your crap. He's with us. And then somebody comes out wearing the ball cap again, and Togo goes to investigate, and it's Oiwa this time, in Rohei Oiwa in the Sabre gear, and out of nowhere, Sabre comes in and attacks Evil from behind, goes for the Euro clutch right off the hop again, but does not get the pin this time. That's the biggest disappointment right there.
Right.
But again, we did get into a match. It wasn't a long match. Don't expect it. It was only a few minutes long. And there was a lot of Evil attacking. Put the chair. He went to put the chair around Sabre's neck, and he went to do it, but Sabre got out of the way, and then he proceeds to beat up Evil on the outside while still wearing the chair around his neck for a while. I absolutely thought that was hilarious. But and there's a Evil went for the Darkness Scorpion on the floor, but Sabre just immediately turns it into a heel hook. Perfect. But again, there wasn't a lot more in this match because they ended up back in the ring. Sabre gets an ankle lock, but then he's almost run into the corner. And then Sabre gets rear naked choke, but Togo distracts the ref, and that's where Evil low blows Sabre. So this is where I thought, oh crap, it's over. Evil's going to the finals, and I have to watch Ren Narita lose to Evil, and Evil taking this title. No, Evil goes for the everything is evil. Sabre reverses it into as the move we have seen. LIJ member. Why do I always blank on names when I need them?
Titan?
No.
Bushi?
No.
Naito?
No. Other one. Other
Sanada?
champ. Other heavyweight champ.
Other heavyweight champ.
Shingo Takagi.
Shingo.
Shingo Takagi. That's it. Why I
The
suck at
dragon.
names. The dragon. Shingo Takagi. I've watched him regularly use this move to beat people. He pulls him down with the ground cobra, and Sabre pins Evil, and he moves on to the finals. We are rid of Evil in this tournament, but that means we're gonna have to see him in the tag league.
You know,
That's the sad part.
You know, it could be worse though. Could you imagine if it was Evil versus Ren Narita? I mean, we would know for, without a questionable doubt what would be happening with those shenanigans.
Title, yeah.
Something that we didn't mention though, that was happening before both of these TV title matches are these little micro promos, if you will, that were happening before the matches started. The one that happened before with Narita and Sanada was not particularly anything fantastical, but what I will say about Zack Sabre Jr.'s part of this was was utterly hilarious. It was like, you had Fujita on screen, and Fujita, you could hear Zack Sabre Jr. call him a dickhead. Call him a dickhead. It was hilarious. It very much added to the overall feel of this match.
I loved it.
Yeah, I have no complaints about this match. I'm really happy with how this all went. And it was really funny to see 3 people at ringside all wearing Zack Sabre Jr.'s gear.
That was awesome. And Sabre did leave with Oiwa and Fujita. They did end up getting chased to the back by the House of Torture, but I'm good with never seeing them again if I don't have to. And the finals will take place at Wrestle Kingdom, and it's Ren Narita versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the New Japan, the NJPW Television Championship. And every match for this title will be free on New Japan World.
Yeah. That is going to be incredible. I can't wait for that. That's going to be an incredible technical match. That's going to be an old school traditional style match.
Like I said, I was thinking Finley in the finals, but honestly, I could not think of a better wrestling match for the finals.
100%.